All right. What we're going to do is what we're going to do is start with a new set of 4 classes. And although we've done headstand, we've done crow, I'm going to try and incorporate some of that so you don't lose it. But mainly we're starting on hip opening, all right? There is so much to it, so many pikasanas that we could do to show that it's working. So we're going to do things a little bit differently at the start, because I just want to show you your start and then show you where you are at the end. And believe me, just a little bit of an inch, you'll see the difference, you'll feel the difference. So I've made sure you've got blocks, and you are going to need them, okay? And because I want you to use them, I would like you to. All right. So, what I really don't want you to do is force anything right now. I just want you to go to the edge of what you're capable. But we're going to set a standard. So we're going to start a scale so you can see where you are now to where you are at the end. So what I'd like you to do is just, before we go and do anything, put one leg out. It doesn't matter which one. Doesn't matter which one. Bring the other leg up as far as you can. Right, sit up nice and straight. I'm going to take this leg outwards. So if you can, bring your, like a tree pose, bring your heel into the groin as much as you can. So our Pikasana today is going to be lotus. What we're going to do now is go to half lotus. And all I want you to do is see how your hips are, where your knees are. So what I'd like, some people can do this, fair play, so it may not be as taxing for you, where it is certainly for me. I've found my nemesis in yoga, right? All right. So what I'd like you to do is just bring your foot over. Notice where your knee is. Notice, yeah. Okay. We're going to do this at the end, and I'm going to see how you are. All right. So just notice where you're at. Notice that it's a little bit maybe uncomfortable. And what we're trying to do is place the front of the foot really on your inner thigh. Okay, so this is half lotus. All right. What we're going to do quickly is release, just release there. I just want you to do a couple of little bits of mobility for me, and then we're going to do grounding. It's only because the grounding is in hero pose, and what I don't want you to do is really uncomfortable. So I'd like you just to go kind of like this, just nice and easy, nice and steady. Just get yourself warmed up, and then we'll go into grounding. Just opening up. So yeah, so we're coming down, opening up, coming down. You can squat as far down as you want, just 5 or so. And then when you're ready, nice and slowly come back down onto the mat. This time, I would really, come down on the mat. This time I would like you to sit outside. But your legs go out to the side, so you're in hero pose. Now, if this is uncomfortable, which is going to be quite a few minutes, I would like you to sit on a block, or maybe 2. Okay? So, now, yeah, that's it. You just bring your heels out slightly. So, I feel quite comfortable like this. Speak for yourself. I say that. Alright? Please make sure you are comfortable. Please. So, if you're placing pressure on your knees, just sit on the blocks. It's absolutely fine. You need to sit. Alright? So, I'm just going to take one out. Alright. Okay, what we're going to do first is, you know we've done like a lock, a pelvic lock, what's the other one lock? Oh my God. And we've locked, so we've engaged the muscle and we've locked that at a certain point. We're going to do that with the throat now. What I'd like you to do is squeeze your muscles, your throat muscles together as much as you can. Bring the roof of your tongue to the top of the mouth. And you kind of feel like, it's a little bit locked there. What I'd like you to do now is breathe in through your nose and then out through your nose. So deepen it as we go, but just for the moment get used to it. So in through your nose, out through your nose. And at the same time we're locking up the throat, so we're only breathing in through our nose, out through our nose. And what I'd like you to do is just make that sound of, so it's like a growl in a little bit, let's say. And as you do it, I'm going to have a little walk around. Just continue breathing. This is your grounding. So go nice and floppy. You like that? Can you put your bum back on? If you can't, set on your legs so you're not sensing all your strength. Once again. Deep into the sun.
I'm sure I got 3, I have.
Okay, so, and that's on the roof of your mouth, so it's, and the reason why I'm asking you to do that, sounds like you are present, you can hear your breath properly, you can hear whether you're shallow breathing because you're only doing it. Really breathing in. Okay, please close your eyes if you so wish and just treat it as your grounding. So anything you want to get rid of from today, breathe it out. So rather than go lion's breath, we'll go. Okay? And what this is doing is opening up, getting you used to sitting in hero pose. What I'd like you to do is go floppy. And the next in breath, straight up the spine. Out breath, shoulders back and down. Until you're at the point where you feel grounded. I can feel the energy shift. Okay. Just set your intention for this lesson. No, Apikasana is going into lotus. I can't go into lotus. So I'm not expecting other people to do that, even if they're not capable. There are people that can do that, and I'll give you something else to progress onto that, progress further. Alright, open up your eyes. Inhale through. Exhale out. Stretching the back of the neck. Inhale right. Nice deep breath. Inhale up. Exhale. Okay, take the head up, leave the arms down, and as we exhale, right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale up, left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale up, same again. Oh, I've got all sorts of creaks. Up and then onto the other side. And we're just going to bring the chin to the chest, circle the head around, and then go back the other way. Remember, support yourself if you can. Alright, I'm going to relax there. Okay, inhale, take your arms up, and we're just going to rotate through. Inhale up, rotate to the other side, inhale up, out. We're going to come out of this pose soon, alright, so you're not on a block and you're thinking, yeah, this is getting a bit cheeky now. Alright, but what I'd like you to do is use that breath through the asanas because the heat will rise, okay? Alright, come onto your hands and knees. And don't worry, we're going to shake the legs out a little bit. So let's take the right leg, bring it up to the knee, knee to the elbow, and then twist your leg around. So we're just circling the leg, getting ourselves ready, nice and mobile, and come back down. Let's go to the other leg. Inhale, up, out and down, up, out and down. Continue doing that. I'm just going to put the album on. Alright. When you're ready, just come back, tuck your toes under. Sorry, I'll explain that again when I'm not trying to do two things at once. Alright, come tuck your toes under, come up. And we're just going to go to the side, so take your left arm up, to the side, up to the other way. We're just stretching through our lateral flexion, getting the body nice and warm on this side while flexing the feet as well. Alright, that's your last one. Untuck the toes because they're getting a bit sore. And we're just going to bring the knees up and stretching the fronts of the feet. Do you know what? It really hurts when I do this, but I love it. Is that weird? Is that weird? You know when you just think, oh yeah, that's a stretch. But it's not quite hurting like you know you're gonna like do something nasty. It's just nice. Alright, come back down, tuck the toes under again, get the wrist. We're not really on our wrist today, so I'm not too always there. Keep working. Alright. And back the other way. Happy days. Alright. What I'd like you to do is go into your downward dog, and we're going to be doing extension and flexion of the spine anyway, so we're not going to go into cat and cow at this stage. Make sure you've got your blocks in the front, because we always need them. Spread the toes, spread the fingers. And get ready to bring your hips nice and high, in or down. Alright? Remember, energy up through the hips, nice and high. And try and put your heels down to the floor if you can. Pushing away from the ground, which means you're opening up your heart. Okay, what we're going to do now is just put a little bend in the knees. And we're going to come forward and up. So you kind of bending into the knees, extending the spine out, and then coming up again. Bending the knees, extending the spine, and waving coming up again. So I'll explain again. Bend the knees, extend the spine, looking up, and then pushing up again. Do that another couple of times, and then up, and in a minute we're going to go the opposite direction, and then up. Okay, this time coming up onto our toes, body waving, and we're bringing the
the spine up to the ceiling. Coming down, bending your knees and then coming back up again. Up, through, and then we're just body weighting through. And last one, before coming back up into the downward dog. See if you can press down on your heels, one by one. And what I'd like you to do now is walk forward, pressing your heel down where you can. Not that it's, if it's going to cause you injury or anything, please don't. But I'm just trying to get your calves nice and stretched. Because we concentrate on the hamstrings a lot, but forget about the calves. Alright, coming up into a half forward fold. So nice flat back, bring the shoulders back. If you're needing to bend your knees, please do so. We're going to inhale. As we exhale, we're going to bring our bodies down into forward fold. Now, rather than rounding up your spine, bend your knees. So you bring your spine, your knees to your chest, your thighs to your chest.
I'm just going to take a little look. Drop the head down, drop the head. Good. And you should still feel this in your hamstrings. Because if you start rounding up the spine, you're going to feel this in the back rather than the hands. Okay? Right, come on, vertebrae by vertebrae. All the way up. And when you're ready, bring your hands to heart centre. We will go into our sun salutation now, so if you need to take a leave for now, please do so. And for those who are in Tadasana, tuck the tailbone in, bring your shoulder blades back and down, ready for our sun salutation. Grounding yourself. Okay. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale. Forward fold.
Once again, bend your knees if you have to. Inhale, half forward fold.
Exhale, palm the palms down. Let's step back into our home. Inhale. As we exhale, take the knees down. Take the chest down. Make sure the elbows are in. Inhale, rise to Sphinx pose. So we press these forward. The energy down through our forearms, which allows you to kind of come upwards. Engage the core, your butt. Okay, when we come down, we bring our hands under the armpits, more or less, and then we press up into downward dog via the knees.
You can come up via your core strength, but that's entirely up to you. Pressing down on your heels again, and start to look forward towards your hands, if you can, pressing down on your heels.
Into a half fold. Exhale for forward fold.
Coming up vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up.
Exhale, hands to heart centre. Oh, I can hear someone's breathing there. Love it. Okay. Right, inhale, raise your hands up. Exhale down, forward fold. Inhale up, half forward fold. Exhale, palms down, step back into the plank. Nice jump. Alright. Inhale, as we exhale, move forward and knees down, chest down, and small cobra. So we're just pushing up, pushing away this time. Just bent arms, nice bent arms. Get the elbows in the body, the right, and then back to downward dog. Alright. So while you're in downward dog, just take a breath. What we're going to do is work today, we're going to work the quads, the hands, the IT band, the hip flexors. So let's start off with the hip flexors. So inhale, take the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. As we exhale, We bring the knee through to our chest and then drop the foot in between our hands, however you wish to do that. Remember, as we move through this, take your time and you can always meet us back in downward dog. Take your right knee down to the floor. Inhale, rise up. Tuck the tailbone in and we're going to come forward with our hips, okay? So, low lunge, forward with the hips, tucking the tailbone in. Inhale, rise, coming forward again. If you want to go back, you can go back like this and then come forward again. It's entirely up to you. Inhale as we exhale. There we are. And come forward again. Inhale, rise. As we exhale, plant the palms down, come back to downward dog. Take a breath. Next, inhale, take the left leg up. Is that correct? Opposite leg, just bring it in. Whatever leg. And bring through to low lunge. I'll switch. And take that left knee down. Inhale, rise up. And forward with those hips. As I said, inhale, rise up. You can come back to half splits if you want and then come forward. Or you can just inhale, exhale, forward, inhale, forward. It's just dynamically, all right, hands down. It's just dynamically doing the stretch rather than statically. All right, and start to walk forward, step forward, jump forward, however you wish. It's happen into a half fold, exhale from forward fold. Coming up vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's move through this one a bit quicker. Take a breath. On the next in-breath, arms up. Remember, you can always meet us in downward dog. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, plant the palms down, step back into plank. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, draw the body down to chaturanga. Inhale, rise to cobra. Exhale, back to downward dog. This time, high lunge. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Bring your leg through, your knee. Make room to bring your leg through. Plant that down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, relax into it. You're right. Inhale, straighten up the leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, straighten up the leg. Exhale, down. All right. Inhale. As we exhale, bring your leg back. We're going into plank. So moving through our vinyasa. Down into chaturanga. Inhale, rise to cobra. Exhale, back to down. This time, left leg up to the side. Put bend in the knee, bring it all the way through, stepping in between our hands. Once again, get those legs grounded, feet grounded. Inhale, rise, nice and strong. Okay, straighten up the leg, exhale down. Straighten up the leg, exhale down. Last one, inhale. Exhale down, and this time take your hands down and jump through or step through into a half fold. Exhale, forward fold. Start to feel a lot more flexible now. And then coming up vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up. Exhale, hands to Dasana. Take 5 breaths, alright? Well done, everyone. Alright?
I'm feeling like I can go back to the front or move my shoulder. I know.
Left hand.
Is it worth How do you go totally like back with down the dog and then you bring this leg forward in one move. I'm going like forward.
So, if you want next time, put your blocks down. In down blocks, your hands are on your blocks. And the thing is to make room so you round up your spine and you can bring that through the rock. It's just as I'm
If I sat it like this, I'd struggle a little
Yeah,
bit.
so I got people to like my hips and then I got forward, you know, yeah.
Yeah, there's a little bit more to it than that, and we can actually go through that, and you'll find as your hips start to loosen, you will find that that will improve. Okay, so we're going into our Tadasana. What's happening now is palm tree, tree pose, back to high lunge, okay? That's not all, but it's a start. Okay, shoulders back down, tuck the tailbone in. Let's come into our Tadasana. Inhale, arms up. And we're going to bend down to the right. Engage this. Make sure you're stopping a fart. Alright, you're stopping a fart. You're bringing your belly in and up. And you feel like you've got a glass pane front and back. Okay? Relax as well. People forget to breathe. You see it? Now, let's go through your breathing that you did this morning. This morning?
Yeah. Feels like it's
Alright. And you can feel that through the side body. And coming up, plant your right foot down, grab hold of your left foot, bring it in. Now, remember to focus where you want to balance. Focus on a point that will help you balance. Bring the hips through. When you're ready, inhale, take your arms up. Bring your knee to the front and then slowly back, nice and controlled, into our, well done, alright? Okay, inhale, as we do, straighten up. Exhale, coming into our warrior two, so turning to the left. Make sure the knee is in line with your heels. Next, this is opening up your hips, alright? Your thighs. Straighten up the front leg. Hips forward, lean forward until you can't lean anymore. And then you're going to bring your hands down into triangle. Now, let's not try and reach the floor. If you feel like your butt is going backwards, you've got this. Bring that foot out a little bit. Straighten up if you can. Arms up. Lean forward. And all I want you to do is pivot there. Okay. Nice. Well done. So if you do, move your feet up. It's like that. It's like that. Sorry. That's it. Okay. And then the other one up. And then the other one up. Lovely. Next time you do it, part your alright. And bend into the front leg, the right leg, coming back into warrior two. Nice and strong. You start to feel the heat. Breathe through. Breathe through. Okay, we're going to reverse the warrior. So turn the palm over, lean forward, and reverse it, come back. Stretching through the side body, stretching through the inner thighs. Lovely. Looking up at the palm. Alright. Inhale, rise. Coming into our warrior two again. We're going to go into a side angle now, but we're going to bind instead. So take your left hand and try and touch your right thigh. So it's right around the back. Trying to touch that right thigh and just lean forward slightly. If you want, you can bring the palm up or face down. Alright, it's a bit of a tricky one, this. We're now going to bring that left foot in And I'm going to see if you can go into a half moon. So a half moon is coming up like so, okay? But even if you're coming up like that, that is enough. Even if you're like that, it is enough, okay? So whatever is enough for you. But if you can, slowly come down, further and further. And remember, the arm is there to offset the balance with the leg. Okay? But we're not in a warrior 3, we're in a half moon, so the hips are out, forward. Okay? I know, tougher. Alright. And on that note, let's come back into our warrior 2. Luckily, we're going to go down into a low lunge, so we're going to bring that down to the floor. Just get your low lunge position first. Take the left hand and then twist to the right. So the twist in that lunge. And you can probably feel that in your IT band, which is the side of your thigh. Alright, that's really good. Opening that up, stretching. And then inhale, as we exhale, we're going to come, bring our hands down. We're going to bring the left knee down. Alright? We're going to take the foot out and bring your hand on the inside of the foot. Now what I would like you to do, if you can, either stay like this, you could go into lizard lunge if you want, or you can come up and over and reach. If you're able to, bring your foot up as well, engage your left quad muscle and bring this up. Remember, this is progression, okay? So all I'd like you to do is come down, come over, twisting and forcing like this knee out. Okay? So, but what we're doing, we're taking the right hand to the left leg. Alright? Honestly, this is progression.
She's taking my
all we're doing is taking that arm back and allowing some hip opening, alright? Anyway, let's come back and bring that foot in, and we're going to go into half splits. So move the bum backwards. We're not going to go all the way down. We're going to leave this nice and high. So we're stretching the hamstring. Flex the foot. Press down on the heel for about 3 seconds. Come forward, go back into it. Press down. And all this is doing is helping you activate your muscles ready for that stretch. Alright. And come forward. You're going to love this one. Take your right foot out a little bit. What we're going to do is take that right arm underneath, if it's possible. If not, just do this. Take that on the outside. If you could go wider with your hands, please do so. If you could bring your left leg up, please do so. If you could take your hands off, this is called airplane lunge. And it really does open up, strengthens the hips, but opens it up as well. Alright? I know. Yeah? So plant, what you need to do is plant this down firmly and just use the armpit or the elbow against this one to really kind of get your stability. Alright. Take this foot down. Release. We're going to go into downward dog. So take this round, push up into your downward dog. And you're probably feeling a little bit lopsided. we'll get the other one sorted, don't worry. Right, let's move through our vinyasa. Come up onto your toes, round up the spine, into the plank, moving down into chaturanga. Inhale, rise to cobra. Now hold the cobra. Hold the cobra. Come down into half cobra if you want. But we're just going to hold that. What we're doing is the psoas muscle. We're getting the psoas. And that's down.
Start to walk forward towards your hands with your heels down, if you can,
Into a half fold. To feel it more in the hamstrings, really force your hips high. Exhale, fall forward fold. And then coming up vertebrae by vertebrae. And then we're going to take 5 breaths. Exhale down. A lot in the legs. Doing great. Doing great. Okay, remember what you're capable of. Challenge yourself, but know your limitations, okay? This is your session, remember. Okay. We're going to go to the other side of the set. Is everyone okay? Alright. Coming into our Tadasana. Tailbone in, shoulders lays back and down. Inhale, bring your arms up. Stand that way. Yeah. Remember, breathe, relax, but engage the muscles. Inhale, rise. Plant your left foot down, bring your right foot in to treatment. This is also opening up the hips. And inhale, rise. Bring your knee through. Exhale down into high lunge. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. Nice and strong. Looking down at your front palm. Into triangle, straighten out that front leg, hips forward, lean, and then pivot. Brilliant. So, what we're going to do, remember, we're pointing that left foot forward. Left foot comes forward. Stay with it. Stay with it. This is really opening up the hips, stretching the thighs. Bend into that left leg, coming back up into warrior two. Warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Let's go forward, turn the palm, reverse that warrior. Looking up at the palm. Inhale, rise, coming into warrior two. Now we're going to go into our side angle, but binded. Just take the right arm behind. Right arm behind, touch the left thigh where you can, and just lean into that front leg. Next is the half move, okay? Next is the half move. So, coming up, taking a step. Because I don't know about you, I can't move straight in. So, what I'd like you to do is focus on a point, either to the side of you, or just on the ground. So when you're coming up, we're pointing the hips forward. So face the right if you can, okay? We're pointing that hip forward. And remember, if your foot is coming off the ground an inch, that's good enough. And it's good enough for you, that's good. Alright, and lower yourself back down into warrior two. Remember, warrior two, foot facing the front, rear one facing 90 degrees, both ankles in line, and down to no lunge. Take that, oh no, sorry, we're twisting first. Right hand onto the mat, twisting to the left. Looking up at the palm if you can. And inhale as we exhale, release. Let's take that left leg out to the side, drop the knee down. What I'd like you to do is either stay here for one, come back for two, and if you can, bring this leg up. I always get cramp. So, it's not good for me, so every time in that leg I get cramp. Right. So, you can take the knee out slightly as well. And what this is doing, not only are you opening up here, you're opening up the hip flexors as well and the quads. Breathe through it. Breathe through this one. Alright. And release the right leg if you have. Bring that left foot in. And we're going to go into our half splits to counteract what we've just done. So, remember, half splits. Take the heel forward if you feel like you're too far back. Remember, hips stacked over the knee. Pressing down on the left heel. For 3, 2, 1. Release, go into stretch. Press down on the heel for 3, 2, 1. That's called active stretching, and then passive stretching. Okay. Right. Let's come forward. Take our leg, no, in fact we're not taking that leg out slightly. We're going to take the left arm underneath, and if it's good for you, just hold it here. If you want to go a little bit further, take your right knee up, and if you want to go further still, take your hands off. And release down, come back into our downward dog. We're going to move through vinyasa, coming up into plank, down, chaturanga, inhale, rise to cobra. We can meet back in downward dog. We're just going to hold it here. Hopefully you can feel the stretch in the stomach, and then back to downward dog. But if you're ever in that extended spine, hold on. And let's go to child's pose. Let's have a rest there. If you're ever in an extended spine like that in cobra, always engage the core, because I don't want the dumping of the weight on your lower spine, okay? Great, well done. We're going to slow it down now, you'll be glad. However, we are going to go into pigeon legs. What? Pigeon pose. Alright, push up into downward dog. Inhale, let's take that left leg up to the side. And we're going to open up the hip by bending the knee and the foot kind of coming over to the right. And when you're ready, bring it through, Stack it in between your hands, take your left knee down. What I'd like you to do is grab a block if you need it. Place it to the right or to the left. You're going to take this leg, parallel, the shin parallel with the front of the mat, as best as you can. If you're not comfortable with that way, you can bring your foot back. Now I'm going to show you another method in a minute, but I'm going to get people into a pigeon pose first. Take your right knee back, so walk that back until you're comfortable. You've got your hips squared and you're either on the floor or you're placed on this block. Now, if this is really difficult, what you can do is draw that leg in, so you like this, okay? If it is truly difficult, I'll come round in a minute. But for those who are happy to go into the pigeon, what I would like you to do is remain upright with your hands like so. Because what that's doing is strengthening the muscles. And then when you go into that, go down, relax. Okay, that's perfect. If I really struggle with the gym because my eyes are down. You'll do better walking. Right. What I can show you as well is if you are if you're not happy in pigeon, it is a nasty little one sometimes. What you do is figure of four. Both legs up, take one leg over the side, either bring that through or do something like that. You're getting exactly the same, okay? Many ways to spin a cat, right? So, as long as you can feel that. And for those who are still in pigeon, good, because you need to be there for a long time, right? How long is that? No less than 2 minutes. Okay. Alright? But you've probably gone 1.5 minutes already, so don't worry about that. Alright? So, you've got another 20 seconds. Now, you practice this, keep practicing it. I swear to you, your hip mobility will be so much better. And when you get stronger, you could start coming up like this. Strengthen the hips, and maybe a little bit of this. Strengthening the hips, okay? So, what I'd like you to do is place your hands down. If you are in a pigeon, come back into your downward dog as best as possible and just reset. If not, you can go into child's pose and reset, okay? Alright. Next one, right leg back to the side. Go into scorpion, so bend it across, feel that hip flexor opening, and come through once again. Put your foot, you could go straight into it if you want, if you're content. But the best thing to do is just set first and then walk this foot back. Now, if you are content with pigeon, put in a couple of little strengtheners, up and down, up and down. Use your hands, not use your hands. Alright, and notice you might feel one side could be a little bit different to the other. Alright? That indicates an imbalance. So, maybe you might have to work on one side, a little bit deeper, or a little bit longer. Or it it might be something needs strengthening, something needs flexing. Alright. So what this is doing is stretching the RT band, which goes from your knee all the way up to your hips. Alright? Especially if you're a runner. That's why this is my nemesis. Alright, another 30 seconds. Alright. And let's go into our child's pose. As we said, so it's 5 breaths here, just to reset. Okay. And rise up. You could do one or two things here. You could face the right and go into a wide leg stance. Or you can come into down leg. Both have the same, but I do want to do something in wide leg. But it doesn't matter, we'll work it out, right? We'll work it out. So what I'd like you to do is inhale, rise up. Exhale, come forward and just start to walk. Or you can just start from here and walk. Your hands out, flex your feet up. Now, if you're rounding up your spine, I'd like you to just drop back slightly so your back is nice and flat. Is there anyone who wants me to come sit on the back for it? No? No? Yeah, so what that's doing is adding a little bit of weight to push you down. I get my son to sit on my back, or you can put a weight on your shoulders that will leave you hovering. And what that's doing is just keeping this passive stretch.
Feeling that anyway.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. So if you're feeling it already, you just need to work down, keep working up. Alright? We've got another 30 seconds here, and then we're going to do something in this position as well. And like the pigeon, having your inner thigh stretched makes you feel a bit sick. Well, it doesn't. I hope you get what I'm saying here. You just think, oh my God, I've got to hurt myself. And it just gives you that sicky feeling. But actually, if you just allow yourself to drop into it, I bet you go a little bit further down. All right, inhale, rise, arms up. And we're going to bend over to the right, where we can. If we can touch our toes, brilliant. But I bet you, in time, you'll be able to touch your toes. This takes a little bit of practice as well. If you don't want to do it this way, please do it this way. Bring your head to your knee. As many ways you can do this. Alright. Couple more breaths. Okay, rise up, down the other side. Once again, you might be able to feel, you could touch your toes on this side, but not the other side. Alright? Once again, if this isn't, if you're not happy with this, just take both hands, like turn your body and face. You're doing great there, honestly. You're really doing great. Okay, for 3, 2, 1. Come up. This is the tricky part. bend your legs and come in. And all I want you to do is counteract by coming down and just allowing your hips to come up, vertebrae by vertebrae, clearly. Just counteract that pose. And then we are going to go into our lotus. Or at least half lotus. Alright. Okay, and release there, vertebrae by vertebrae. And coming up again, so move to the side, come up. Okay. Go for the same leg you did at the start first. So, I have my right leg extended, bringing your heel in. You're going to take that knee down, and the reason why we do that first, because if we went like that, we could damage the knee, alright? So we're really protecting the knee. So taking that down, so you're opening up the hips first, then allow this to come up on top of this leg. Now mine was right up there at the start. How are you doing it? Right. If you notice the difference, awesome. By the way, yeah, you can use your blocks on there. If you've got a little bit more to give, which I may not, you can bring this foot either here, or you can bring it on top, which is your full lotus. Alright? But notice where you're at, because week by week now, we'll get a bit better. Nice. Now, okay. Alright. Now what we could do to progress this, you can, as I said, bring that one up, or if you don't want to fancy doing that right now. I said something too. What you could do is lean forward. But let's just stick with this for a time.
Yeah, let's be grateful for what
Alright. Yeah. Take that left leg out. I know, I was grateful for just that part. Bring your right leg up. Take it out. Bring your foot into the ground. Raise up. And then allow. I feel like my bloody ankle's going to snap. It's like really, really. But that was up theirs. Do you know what I mean? So I guess the moral of this story, daily, you can do some hip stretches, but you've got to move through all the planes of movement, which is your psoas, hip flexors, doing this, doing that for your psoas. Maybe even blast up. So go up against the wall, like that. Bring this out and push against the wall. Push that against the wall. What else? Hamstrings, pigeon, or this. Just to open up, stretch. And the more we stretch, the more our brain says to our tendons, got a little thing called Golgi tendon in there. It doesn't send a signal to go, oh, you can't do this. It sends a signal to say, oh, you've got a bit more range of movement in there. Keep going, you're all right. More we
do now we get out gas, because I probably haven't done those clothes, but
I would suggest every other day, because you want to recover as well, alright? So, unfold yourself. Awesome stuff. Give yourself a bit of a hug, and when you're ready, come into your corpse pose, and we'll have 5 minutes of relaxation. Thanks again. Time keeping up my forte. I'm sorry if anyone ever wants to get anywhere after this lesson, just say 7 o'clock and you'll be fine. Okay. Just allow your body to completely relax now. And when we get up, we're going to be in the hero pose, okay? Or easy pose. Now remember, this is your time for relaxation, your time to release your body. You've worked hard, but I'd like you to now use your breath. Remind yourself I am using the breath, feeling the breath, feeling the breath. That you're here and you're relaxed. And every breath you take, or every out breath, relaxing deeper, further and further into the night. If you ever have trouble sleeping, this is the perfect thing to do. Just bring yourself to your breath. Deepen every single time till you feel like you're deeper. Empty your mind of any judgment. Any thoughts that are unhelpful. Or there's any thoughts that you can't do anything about right now. Now just allow your whole face to relax, all the small muscles around your nose and around your jaw. Allow your neck to relax and your shoulders. Now relaxation to flow all down your arms, down your spine, giving strength. Across your hips and down to your toes. Just using the next minute to deepen your relaxation. Okay. Allow you to think of something that brings you love, joy and happiness. With that image or that thought, bring a feeling to whatever it is. Bring it into your heart and expand that feeling, that thought throughout your whole body. And then begin to move your fingertips, your toes, flutter your eyelids, and give yourself a nice big stretch. And well-deserved stretch. And when you're ready, come onto your right side. Give yourself a nice big breath. And come into your hero's pose if you can. If you want to, or just notice how your knees fall out to the side a little bit better in your easy pose. And bring your hands to heart centre when you're ready. That's it. That's all right, take your time. Absolutely fine. Thank yourself for coming to your mat this evening. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. And I hope you flow out of this room with nice loose hips, loose hamstrings, loose legs. And remember, keep practicing. I'll try and put a couple of more exercises that you can do through the week. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Can someone fix the lights, please? Thank you. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that is interesting. No, I know sometimes you do think otherwise, and you've got to kind of give yourself that belief. Oh, we are doing a bit on our knees whilst doing this, so if you feel that you need padding or you need to bring some bolsters, pillows or whatever, please do so, you know.
I'll be snoring.
No good. Mel, it's funny. When you're relaxing, I think you've got so used to just going straight into relaxation. I see you, and you're like, and you start twitching. And I'm like, that's brilliant, because that's the sign that you are in it.
Yeah.
That's good practice.